Raptors.com, and we're coming at you with some bows
and some hoes.
Some hoes and the Toronto Raptors. Guys,
I could have swore we talked about the Toronto Raptors.
that was when you were in the restroom. You talked about it for about 3 seconds.
Basically, the Toronto Raptors are the Milwaukee Bucks.
Give them the respect that they deserve. Give Chris Bosh, the man in Toronto.
I love Chris Bosh. This guy is a beast. This guy's a stud. I think he's on his way to KG-dom.
I think 22 points.
I think he's already there.
I think 22 points and 11 rebounds makes him one of the top centers in the league.
Why are you whispering?
Because I only want you guys to hear and not them.
Speak up because you're telling them, not us.
Thank
I like TJ Ford, their point guard. Coming back on the next jersey. Just hold on! Don't say it. Don't say it. Text us, bitches!
Let's talk about TJ Ford. That's right, his injury, he came back. That's it. Alright, he came back and he started.
I think TJ Ford has the potential to be one of the top point guards in the league.
I don't know. I'm looking at TJ Ford as one of the top point guards in the league and a lot of potential. And I'm looking at Chris Bosh as one of the best power forwards / centers.
That's a good
with a lot of potential.
combo.
Great 1-2 combo. Now fill in the blanks. Now fill in the blanks.
I'm going to fill in one of the blanks.
Fill in the blanks, and I'm going to be a believer.
Their big off-season pickup, Jason Capono. I met Jason Capono at UCLA. He didn't sponsor me when I wanted to go into the gym because he was too shy and nerdy about it. So I'm not going to be a fan right now. I don't know if a guy that's going to
sponsor you for like the Jimmy Fund though.
All I know is he comes in, he shoots a couple of threes. He's got a bad attitude, and I don't know if he's worth the bucks they paid this guy.
I don't know. You got Bargnani, that guy who.
Watch out for Bargnani.
I understand. Let me say something before you point your finger again. Bargnani.
Watch out for Bargnani.
Pretty much.
What?
What do we say about face shots?
Pretty much.
There's been a lot going around.
I don't know since I got.
Just tell us about it.
I got 3 concussions since we
at
started.
12 points and 4 rebounds. What do you have to say about this guy?
I think that if you already have a Bargnani type of player,
Tell them.
I think that if you have Bargnani type of player already in the system,
which is
Bargnani himself, who needs second Jason Capono? You know what I mean? Like, what is Capono?
Bargnani plays a little bigger.
He does, but he's a power forward.
He's a shooter, but he can get a couple of boards.
Fine.
Don't be surprised if this guy averages 17 and 8 this year.
I would love him to average that. And you know what? There's ball. There's a lot of ball to go around over there. Let's talk about this guy who never amounted to, I think, a lot after you left Maryland. Your boy Juan Dixon.
Juan Dixon, one of the good guys, took Maryland to the national championship, won the national championship, just didn't amount to much in the NBA, just doesn't have it. Doesn't have the quickness, doesn't have the shot. He can be like a viable third option point guard, maybe.
What do you call 2 Mexicans playing basketball against each other?
1-on-1.
You guys are freaking morons right now, dude. Hey, right and just tear them up. These guys are idiots.
We're making you laugh.
Let's move on to their center. This guy might be the biggest stiff in the league.
I thought
Nesterovic. It gets worse, guys.
Rasha Nesterovic.
Don't point at me.
No, I'm like, apologies to Nazar Mohammed because we said he was the biggest stiff. This guy's the biggest stiff in the world.
But hey, he only makes $8 million a year.
Wow, who was the GM that signed that guy?
Well, Isaiah Thomas, I think.
I think he just came in cameoed. At 6 points, 4 rebounds a game, this guy is horrible. He didn't do it with the Spurs, didn't do it with the Timberwolves, and he's not going to do it with them.
Is that a good cup of joe?
So good.
You guys care about him, or should we move on?
I mean, I can't even like begin to fathom like how this guy's making $8 million a year.
He's doing it. There's a bunch of those bad contracts.
I know we always make the whole like, lawn chair recliner references, but I shit you not, put like a lawn chair in this guy's place and he can average 2 points and 1 rebound.
Let's talk about a couple other guys they have. Luke Jackson, Mr. Oregon. This guy, 5 points a game.
He's a good player.
He's alright.
He's a good player. For $800,000 a year,
I thought this guy would be a lot better coming out of OU.
Here's one of the guys who I don't think is...
Weak Pac-10 basketball.
But here's the thing. Here's one of those players where I just think he hasn't played in the right system. He plays under the right coach who likes him, who believes in him. I think he's going to be a good player.
Well, he's 26 years old. I hope that this system works out for him.
Hey, at $800,000 a year, I think he's a good player.
Who would have thought that he'd be like the worst Luke coming out of Oregon?
Well,
quick, who's the other Luke?
I would have thought.
Who was the other Luke?
If I say it, I get to slap you. Luke
Oh.
I didn't touch you.
We're good.
Let's talk about a couple other guys they have. A couple other role players. Chris Humphries. A couple of rebounds and come in, bang, 4 points, 3 rebounds.
How hard is it to get good players?
Very. Let's talk about
the freaking NBA.
Hey, let's talk
expansion.
Carlos Delfino.
Expansion.
All right, you got something to say about Carlos Delfino?
Can we talk about Jose Calderon, who's
That's
like
coming up. I'm
actually
gonna say
like a good player?
Why don't you let him meet
You're here for stats.
Okay,
So
I want to know
Carlos
why we're talking about
Delfino.
Carlos Delfino and like Humphreys and stuff before Jose Calderon.
Because this
If
is
somebody tunes in to see like a Raptors report, they're gonna tune out after a minute and a half.
this is the real fans won't tune out, and this is what it's tailored to. All right.
Okay.
You have something to say about Carlos Delfino? He came from Pistons, from Detroit.
He's not really adding much to the team, is he?
I'd rather have him than Luke Jackson.
I'd rather have Jose Calderon.
Well, what about him? What would you rather have?
Jose Calderon and TJ Ford are the best 1-2 point guard combo in the league. You heard it here first. I think if Jose Calderon, there's a lot of trade talk about him, a lot of teams wanting him in the offseason. My Atlanta Hawks for one.
Shouldn't he be a shortstop in baseball or something?
Why? Because he's Dominican.
No, because Jose
That's
Calderon.
two racist comments you made.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Definitely.
Stop it right now.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know.
have
I'm
to
a little
come up with
uncomfortable.
it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Why?
Anyway,
'Cause maybe it's because he smells.
they need a lot. They need a little bit more talent. This team needs a lot of help. At least they're young. That's about
They're
the least I
young.
can say. I'm not too pumped about the pickup of Capono, but Mo Pete's gone.
So those two like kind
Balance
of
each other
yeah.
out.
Mo Peep is a little better than Capono.
How far are they going this year? I'm putting them first round, first and out.
One and done.
I say one and done as well.
Sorry guys.
Please, but the problem is, fill in the gaps here. Bring some good players.
Please.
It's not that hard.
TJ
You guys
Ford,
got good players.
Chris Bosh.
That's
good,
all you need.
Good thing right
Jose
there. Build around
Calderon.
them. Build around them.
those guys and you'll be
Make
alright.
it happen, Toronto.
Until then, it's one and done. Or, you know what, just don't make the playoffs so you get one better pick.
Onthebuzzer.com.
That's what I think.
Good luck.